Hey everyone, Aparna here with day 30. So excited! I'm so happy I started with this challenge. Today is day 30, so that means I have around 10 more paintings to make, and it will be 40 paintings all in one place. Now, that is really, really exciting for me. I generally don't do it that way. I just paint and draw in whatever surface I get. Recently, I have been really interested in sketchbooks because I found that I had 60 sketchbooks with me. Yes, you heard that right. I have 60 sketchbooks, and out of 60, I am currently using 10 or 15 of them, maybe. And I realize that I need to use up what I have. Not only sketchbooks, but I have tons and tons of art supplies which I also want to use them. And it has been in my mind since around 2022, 2023 that I have been collecting enormous amount of art supplies. And it's just been a wonderful experience. I think as an artist you will be able to relate to that. We just hoard, don't we? The concept of need is very questionable. Like, do I really need this? Do I really need that? It always is a yes, but if you think of it from the other side, the answer probably is no. We don't really need it. We can function with what we have, but no, we just don't do that. We do end up buying a lot of stuff. So I did the same thing. I ended up having so many sketchbooks and so many art supplies, and I just decided that I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to start using up what I have. So I started with sketchbooks. I've been wanting to do sketching since around 2022. So lucky for me, because I don't know why I bought so many sketchbooks when before that I wasn't even doing sketchings. I was just doing simple drawings or something like that, maybe, but I wasn't into drawing a lot, and definitely no sketching for me. I just have been opening, my canvas or my watercolor sketchbooks, and I just drew the image on the paper, and I have been painting. That's how it has been. So I don't know why. Well, as I said, maybe as an artist, I love to hoard. When I see an art supply, I want it. And I do go to Canada. I come across Michael's a lot. It's very close to the place where I stay in Canada. So I have access to beautiful, gorgeous art supplies, and they have a lot of discounts in there. So I think that is the reason why I ended up holding so many sketchbooks. And of course, I have to agree, get to see a lot of amazing artists in YouTube doing amazing work in sketchbooks. So I think with all that in mind, I just went ahead and blindly just ended up buying everything. So I have been wanting to do sketching. Luckily, at the same time, when I kind of started realizing that how much art supplies I have, how many art supplies I have with me. So I started clubbing these two things together, and I started my sketching journey in 2022. And off and on, I started doing it. I was not regular with them, but that really helped me open the drawers which had my sketchbooks. As a result, I started exploring my own drawers, Can you imagine? I'm actually exploring my own drawers. Guys, maybe you need to do the same thing. Think about it. If you have a lot of art supplies, maybe you need to start looking around in your own drawers, like how I've been doing. And lucky for me, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be lucky for all of you, you get to see a lot of things that you have already bought but you don't really remember. This sketchbook, the one I am using right now, is called Viviva Colors. I bought it absolutely ages ago. I can't even remember when I had bought it, and it was there with me. The paper, however, was a creamy color, a creamy yellowish color. As a result, somehow I think that is the reason why I wasn't so keen after receiving it and using it with watercolor. Also, the fact that these sketchbooks are not exactly low price, they do come with a price. And I think initially, I come from an acrylic background, not a watercolor background. So watercolor is something I've done in school. Always loved that medium because that was the first medium after color pencils I was introduced to. So yeah, I have a soft corner for watercolors, definitely. But I always wanted to make very beautiful, lovely paintings in a sketchbook, because that was how I thought sketchbooks should be. Beautiful pages, lovely pages, finished artworks. I think all of us have gone through that stage and we still do it. We want every page to look beautiful. And I think when I got this sketchbook, this was one of those expensive ones. And I do have a lot of inexpensive watercolor sketchbooks. Maybe that was another reason why I didn't really use them up, because we all know for watercolor paper, the quality of paper is very important. You need to get a fairly good quality to get a good work done, right? So maybe that's why I wasn't using them at that time, and I somehow never thought that I could use them up for different and other art mediums, or I could have just simply used them up for sketching, which I didn't do. But as I started doing it, now of course I realized that I can use any sketchbook for, can't say any medium, because there are some papers that will not take certain mediums, but majority of the mediums are acceptable on the papers, especially the papers and the sketchbooks that I have, because I realized that most of my sketchbooks that I have are mixed media papers, loads and loads of mixed media papers, or they are watercolor papers. So now I know that I can actually use all the mediums in practically all my sketchbooks. So this is how it happened with me. This sketchbook, I opened it and I decided I'm not going to use it for watercolor. How about I start experimenting with acrylics? I was aware that acrylics can be used on paper. I tried it only twice, two tiny bits of paper, and somehow I did not pursue that line anymore. Now I haven't done acrylics for quite some time, couple of years maybe. Yeah, couple of years. I think 2022 was 2022, 2023. I made 2023, I think I made just one painting, and 2024 I did a couple of small, very small, tiny acrylic paintings. But beyond that, I did not really try, and I have been missing painting acrylics for a long time. So I bounced back into acrylic paintings again, but with the twist, I started using my acrylic paintings on this sketchbook, one of my very old sketchbooks. So what do I say? I loved it. I was apprehensive in the beginning. I wasn't sure if it's going to work or not. I knew it can be done. That was about it. And I had two tiny works as an experience. But beyond that, I had no idea how this was going to pan out. And I'm so happy that I gave this a try. It has been a wonderful experience, because now I know that during the days when I'm tired, or days when I'm traveling, or all of a sudden when I feel like doing acrylic, as you know, I play around with different mediums, and I love every medium that I do out there, but I am more specifically coming from an acrylic background. Now, playing around with acrylics on this sketchbook has opened that opportunity for me to suddenly, as and when I wish, I can do acrylics, and I don't have to get up and prep a canvas to apply acrylics on it. When we paint with acrylics, the canvas needs to be gessoed, and the surface has to be prepped. That is the best way of handling acrylics, because the colors will look really good if the surface is primed and prepared beforehand. Now, with this sketchbook, initially I did not apply sketchbook in the first 20 paintings. I did not apply gesso on the sketchbook. I just applied directly. I applied the colors directly on the surface, and it was not bad. It was genuinely not bad. I did have some issues where I thought the colors were getting absorbed very quickly. I felt that the colors were not as vibrant as how it comes out on a canvas. However, I did have to remind myself that I am coming from a background where I have the surface absolutely prepped up and ready to go. As a result, the colors that show up on a canvas are bright, vibrant, and they show up the way I want them to show up. So, and having a long gap, that could have been a reason why I was struggling a bit when I started doing it on paper. So I had to go slow and just understand how acrylics work on paper, and I thought, why not try something different? So first 20 paintings in this sketchbook has been done on no canvas. There is no sorry not canvas, I meant gesso. There has been no gesso on the surface. I applied the colors directly, had some issues like I said, but I persevered through it. And next 20 paintings, the one I'm doing now, on these pages I have applied gesso, and again something different. Colors are much more vibrant. I will talk about all these later once I finish the entire sketchbook. But yes, a wonderful experience with or without gesso. Now I am so happy I got to know that, I got to experience. I was aware that acrylics can be applied on any surface. It can be applied on wood, it can be applied on glass, it can be applied on canvas, on cloth. So why not paper? It's just something that I haven't come across haven't come across often, and that's why I think I was just trying to think how it's going to be. I saw a couple of artists do it, and that kind of led to my interest, but I never really did anything, to be very honest. So except for the two tiny attempts I did some time ago, and yeah, I didn't pursue it. So now I wanted to do it, and I'm so glad I did it. Now I know that I can carry acrylics with me anywhere I want. It's not a convenient medium to carry acrylics when you are stepping out of the house, but it can be done. Now it can be done. For me, it can be done. When I go to my parents' house, or when I'm going to my in-laws' house where I stay, not in a hotel situation, but when I'm staying in somebody's house, I can now see an opportunity that if I miss acrylics, I can actually play around with acrylics on my sketchbook. Yes, I might have to carry a couple of things more, like maybe a tracing paper or a baking sheet paper, so that the colors don't stick together. Acrylic does tend to stick on the other side, and it does happen, so I have to be a little careful, but it can be done. The point is to have fun when you do art, and I can see the element of fun here. Absolutely. I love acrylics. I love the vibrancy of acrylics. I love how dark they show up. I love watercolors as well. I love the translucency of the watercolors, but I do like colors to be little bit darker, in value when I put them on paper. And when I step out of the house, I feel I struggle with that when it comes to watercolor. And I think I know the reason, and the reason is that I don't really have so much of time. So I'm quickly painting whatever I can, looking in front and doing it. So I'm quickly closing the sketchbooks and moving on. So I don't get a lot of values in my painting when I'm painting outside. However, I don't always go outside. As you know, I'm not a plein air artist, but this is something that is grabbing my attention. And someday I really would like to carry acrylics with me and paint outside. That would be amazing. I don't know how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do it, but I definitely want to try it. And now I see the opportunity right in front of my eyes. I know I can paint with acrylics, and these colors are drying faster on a paper. So that means all that I need to do is I need to carry an extra cover, which I can keep in between. I'm so sorry. Did you guys just hear the alarm? I just dismissed it. So, what was I saying? I was talking about carrying acrylics outside. Now I see an opportunity that I can use acrylics anywhere I go. And that's why I always try my best to inspire anyone who is watching this video to try out your art supplies. Do it at the comfort of your home first, and then figure out how you can manage it when you step out. Right now, I haven't managed to figure out because I am here in UAE and it's extremely hot weather here. So I am not stepping out of the in the daytime. I can step out in the evening times, but I'm carrying my watercolors for that. And this coming winter, I really want to try and see if I can use acrylic paintings, acrylics on, outside in the park, but that's for later days. But right now, I really would love to encourage you guys to please try the different mediums that you have on different surfaces. This has been an eye-opening, wonderful experience for me. I am so happy I tried it, and I'm going to keep trying it for now. And this has inspired me to actually go back to my canvas. So yes, I will be starting my canvas, and not only canvas, but I want to go bigger in size. Doing acrylics after a long time has been a little bit of an issue with me, so that is the reason why I started small. And I am back, guys. I feel I am back in the game again, and I'm going to start doing bigger canvases. So I would really encourage all of you out there, look into your art supplies, play around, clean around, fiddle around your drawers, If even if you don't feel like painting anything, even if you don't feel like doing anything, just play around, just look around, clean the place, move your art supplies around, and just see how those feelings come back. Experiment, go out of your way and find out things that can work for you. If you don't play around, you will never get to know whether certain things would be working for you or not. This experience has given me a wonderful opportunity, and I can see myself having absolute blast in future. I don't think I will continue to paint a lot on paper, but now I see the opportunity for me that I can do it, and that's what I'm banking on. So those days when I do not have a canvas ready with me, or maybe I just don't feel like sitting on my easel, I know now that I can grab my tiny acrylic painting tubes, and I can have a fantastic time with this medium in my own ways. So, guys, please do that. Look around your art supplies and just try them out on various surfaces and just see how it feels and persevere through it. I was in between planning to give up. There were days when I thought it's not going to work, paper is not working with acrylics, and let me stop, but I didn't. I went through it, and no regrets, having a fantastic time. And I hope you guys have a fantastic time as well. So if you guys like this video, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay happy and stay creative.